Hello. Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Yes,
morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
yes,
Good morning, sir.
yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Yes.
morning, sir.
Nice day. Individual and society. If a man, individual, interact with society, experiencing stress. That's why we had been learned that previous class. Interaction of body, mind, and society. What is real health? A person how efficiently manage the social situation and away from the diseases or away from stress, which is the real health. So today we are going to detail about system involved in distress. First system is that enzymic system, including endocrine. We had enough knowledge regarding digestive system and endocrine system. Enzyme is one of the element for digestion. The stress hormones stimulate digestive process. Abnormal secretion of enzyme and the gastric juice, which cause the diseases. Then endocrine system. Also, for example, pituitary gland stimulate adrenal gland, adrenaline, increase the heart rate. So this stress is directly linked with every organs, how functioning it. Next system is that organic system. Every system, for example, endocrine, it means nervous system, or heart, kidney, every organs of our body directly involved. Third one, nervous system. Brain, sympathetic, parasympathetic, autonomic, etc. Then psychological system. The every aspect of mind is involved in this stress. For example, attention, perception, distraction, learning, thinking, intelligence, etc. Fifth one, socio-cultural system, which means a person how behave in the society, which is always determined by material and non-material cultural factors. Next, biosocial resonation. What do you think of bio means living, biology. Socio means interaction, social. Resonance means stimulation. Look at this detail going on. A situation of information incompatible will lead to change in central nervous system This word is very important. Information incompatibilities, which means undesirable information. Change in nervous system, autonomic nervous system, neuroendocrine system. When the systems affect suspectably to disease, become greater. So clear about it? So every social interaction, our body have been involved. Every systems in the body. When you receive good information, experience joy and pleasant. Or information become incompatible or undesirable, which cause stress. And every body organs also involved to stress, which is the cause root of disease, mainly non-communicable diseases, as well as reduce the immunity power and cause the opportunistic infections. So this phenomenon is called biosocial resonation. Types of stress. First type, short stress. Example, public appearance before the large audience. Everybody having this. First time in front of the people to speak. Second, moderate stress. Maybe called overwork example. For example, when you study more, or other work maybe do systematically. Then severe stress. The prolonged separation of loved one. Students, severe stress only cause the diseases. So short, moderate, severe. Look at this bell curve. Relation between stress and performance. Look at this. X-axis represents stress, severity and duration. Y-axis represents performance. When increase the stress, performance always increase. Look at this. Look at this point. There is less stress, boredom, depression experience. But increasing the stress, which cause increased attention, interest, then optimum stress, which means optimum level, which is called having optimum performance. Then overstress, look at this. Overstress causes declining the performance. Declining the performance, which causes anxiety. Then severe stress, look at this. Complete meltdown. Or nothing to work, nothing to do, and mentally ill, physically, maybe suffer. So clear about it? So stress is part of life. Students, stress is part of life. We can't live without stress. We have been experiencing a kind of stresses, short, moderate, or severe. The fact is that severe stress only causes the diseases. So what you do, manage the stress. Manage the stress and away from by using different defense mechanisms. We had been learned in this psychology in last year, defense mechanism used to defense and promote happiness in everyday life and away from diseases and maintain health. Next, look at this explanation. Low stress, no performance. Optimum stress, high performance, healthy. Healthy tension, motivation, interest, etc. Then stress overload, means severe stress. Performance down, unhealthy tension maybe, etc. Then high stress, low performance panic. This is the area to prone to diseases, mainly cardiovascular, neuroendocrine disorders, as well as opportunistic infections. Look at this anxiety, anger, etc. Then types of reaction to stress. First reaction, normal, defense reaction. The students, we have to defense stress. Any situation feel stress, defense it, which is normal. Then neurotic, defense is ineffective. So that time we may be anxious, fear is neurotic. Then third one, psychophysiological, fail to result in change body tissue. So this area is that this type of reaction is cause, leads to diseases, tissue damage in the body, you know. So these are three types of reaction. Normal is defense reaction. Okay, everyone should be defense stress for healthy living. Then suicide. Students, why people become suicide? The Emile Durkheim was conduct research. Why? The main cause is that social interaction. Look at this detail going on. In 1897, he was identified 4 types. First one, egoistic suicide. So this type of suicide caused by not well interacted. For example, military man who was suddenly retired. Do you know the military camp? We know that, this every minute have been scheduled. But after the retirement, there is no scheduled, there is no interaction, feel stress and committed suicide. Various profile history available here. Then second one is that altruistic suicide. This social interaction is so strong, difficult to eliminate, unable to alter. So this type of suicide in modern society example is that love failure. Okay, for example, 2 boy and girl love with each other. Lot of social interaction every day, morning, evening, talk with each other, exchange of materials. One day, boy away from the girl, what will happen? Girl may be committed suicide. Every day newspapers we can see that. Yesterday news as well as I had this here. Or both of them, for example, in family not accept that the marriage and accept that love, they both of them committed suicide. So it due to so strong of interaction. For example, the old example available, military man Sam Royce, cutting stomach. Japan in the Second World War was love their own country, unable to protect their country, they tried to suicide. Then third one, anomic suicide. Regulatory system collapse, abnormal. Example, individual cut off from the group. For example, a group or a religion. A person may be cut off immediately. After that, they feel very bad. There is no regulation and they committed suicide. Then fatalistic suicide. Regulation excessive. For example, in family, father and mother so restrictive. After the examination, a student may be fail, they committed suicide. We could see that in this, after the 10th result, 12th result, the students suicide. due to this over-regulation in the families, as well as student suicide in hostel. We know that due to over-regulation in hostels, so which is fatalistic suicide. The students look at this in economic suicide as well as including the economic crisis. For example, a person having a lot of money, one day lost all the money, unable to collapse their system, then try to commit suicide. So these are the 4 types of suicide. So each type of suicide, the main cause is that way to escape the risk of stress involved in the regulations, restricting regulation, which is fatalistic. The student fact is that, look at this one of the graph available. The main cause is that interaction. Look at this. Too much of interaction, not enough interaction. So look at this. Here, regulation, not enough regulation, too much of regulation. So which is safest place for living? This is a safest place. So much is cause the crisis. And a person unable to interact, stress mind, decide themselves, unable to living and committed suicide. So social interaction is a main cause of suicide. So we need to conceptualize, and so this knowledge is very important for nursing professionals. They educate the people, okay? For example, in the time of the community health as well setting as well as clinical setting. This is other picture clearly available. Okay, songs, strong ties, weak ties, many rules, no rules. So rule is need, but rational rule is essential. So these are the causes. Then suicide fact and figures. This mainly age group is that 15 to 29 years old. 800,000 every year. Can you see that? 800,000 every year, one death every 40 seconds. Just imagine. So suicide is a endemic, this health risk. Who is responsible? We are nursing professionals, need to educate the community. What are the main causes of stress? The fundamental cause is that social interaction. How to interact? So much of interaction cause. How to manage, etc. Next is that symptoms of suicide. First symptom is that talking about suicide. We know that many people talk about any stressful situation come, I am going to suicide. Threatening. Second, getting the means. For example, buying, purchasing gun or any pills, etc. Third, withdrawing. Withdrawing, they don't talk with others and they don't like to interact. After the stress situations, away from. Then mood swing. For example, low mood to high mood, maybe bipolar. Fifth one, preoccupation with death. So always conceptualize, I am going to die, talk about it, think about it. So which is other symptom. Then feeling helpless. Helpless means there is no hope, there is no aim in the life. Next symptom, increasing use of alcohol. Students, the alcohol and drug use is a fundamental one. A person use alcohol, threatening to suicide. The risk to suicide as well as drug users. Then changing normal routine. For example, nothing to eat. For example, love failure, we know that. Anybody fail the love and nothing to eat, nothing to drink, unable to sleep, etc. and doing risky work, for example, driving risky. Then 10th one, giving away from belongings, which means they don't talk with their four parents, or they don't talk with their husband or wife like this. Saying goodbye, and always say to goodbye and go to this other place, see again like this. Then personality change, which is a very important symptom. For example, a person normally living immediately disorganize the personality. That is other symptom. Anxious. The measures to prevent suicide. First measure, restricting access to means. For example, alcohol use reduce. Then media reporting. Nowadays media negative report may be given, which cause to influence to suicide. Then introducing alcohol policies. Then school-based interventions. Students, we are nurses. The school health nursing professionals should be educated the students in the schools. What is meant by suicide? Talk about it. How to prevent it. Then early identifications. Then identify the symptoms and given treatment. Then training for health workers, which is very important. Every healthcare professionals, nurses, and every other allied health professionals should be trained. Then follow-up care and community support. So community involvement is very important. For example, in district level, taluk level, village level, etc. The importance of individualization and socialization in nursing. Next section. Students, as we had been learned that, so every interaction of body, mind, and society. The cause of disease, root of disease is that interaction, social interaction. Where they have for example, maybe interact with hazards area, what happen? Threatening to diseases. So what is here? Nursing responsibilities. Then individualization concern. How to individualize? Look at this. How to socialize? How to individualize? What are the difference between individualization and socialization? Anybody misconception? Socialization means that think about the other thinking. So it's a positive socialization. How to improving, and how to become self-actualized by means of do all the activities they own in the group, etc. So nurses do use the two concepts, use as a social medicine. So students, these two concepts are very important. Nurse can prescribe as a medicine, can cure, detail going on. First, care, client-oriented care, treatment, as we had discussed. Prevention, good individualization can prevent the disease. Then promotion, promote physical, mental, social well-being. Nursing management, ward management, hospital management, disease management. Then health education. At the time of health education, nurse should be educated about what is meant by. Then counseling, client-oriented guidance. So nursing research, every aspect of research, mainly problem formulation to report writing. All the nursing discipline use this knowledge in the maternal health, pediatrics, medical, surgical, mental health, then community health needs. So when you read the specialty books, we could see that these all the words are there. Then summary and conclusion. Hence, concepts such as individualization, socialization, society, interaction of body, mind, and society, affect or influence health status of people, as we have discussed largely. Then social medicines, students, these all the use as a medicine, can use to diagnosis, prevent, promote, cure the diseases. Then apply to nursing functions, care, cure, prevention, promotion, and rehabilitation. Then solve the social problems. We need to think about healthcare problem, also allied problems such as poverty, unemployment, illiteracy, economic problems, uh, peace and development. So as well as, for example, juvenile delinquents and other issues, global warming, environmental changes. We can manage by use this knowledge. Then promote sustainable peace and development. So these are the concepts used to solve the problems, mainly healthcare problems, and promote peace. The United Nations says that sustainable peace. How to develop? Need to conceptualize how to interact people with, how to maintain good relationship, and which help to development. Next is that according to our syllabus, review questions. The second unit, individual, define following: individual, individualization, society, tribal society, agrarian society, industrial society, personality, personal disorganization, socialization, stress. List the following: origin of society, elements of society, characteristics, community society, characteristics, tribal society, tribal problems, tribal welfare, features of agrarian, role or functions of nerds in society, difference between society and community, causes of personal disorganization, approaches to study of personal disorganization, characteristics of socialization, importance of socialization, factors of socialization process, theories of socialization, and agencies of socialization, elements of social interaction, types of socialization, system involved in distress, types of reaction to stress, types of suicide, importance of individualization and socialization in nursing. Short notes on society, individualization, characteristics, agrarian society, industrial society, role and functions of nurses, personal disorganization, man and society, socialization, socialization in hospital, and rehabilitation, interdependence of individual and society, interaction of body, mind, and society, importance of individualization and socialization in nursing, difference between society, community, individualization, socialization. Essay on define socialization, causes, discuss socialization in hospitals. Now list the types of society in India, explain each types of society and point out their health status. Students, this socialization and individualization and personal disorganization. Most important question, okay? Three important concept, most important. Can you repeat? Individualization, socialization, personal disorganization. 5 mark as well as essay question. So according to our syllabus, next is that like this flower is wonderful nature. Next unit, culture. What do you think about culture? Can you see this animation? A person walk. Why a person walk? Or how? Why a person behave? The culture is nothing but pattern of behavior. So this unit we are going to detail about why a person behave. Is modify the behavior how to affect the health status. Is culture is a medicine? Is culture cure the disease? These all the we will be learned in this unit. Now we are going to questioning time. Okay, questions now. Priyanka, Pinku,
Yes, sir.
as Gomadi, can you list what are the system involved in this stress?
Ah, organ.
Yes, Gomadi, speak out. Questions. Okay, my question is that system involved in stress. Can you hear? Which is under the heading of
Yes, sir.
introduction of body, mind, and society. Yes, speak.
Ah,
Tell about it.
sir, so according to the ensyming system
Yes,
is
ensemic.
included in the endocrine
Excellent. Yes.
system, the
Organic
organic
system.
system,
Yes.
nervous system,
Yes.
psychological system,
Yes.
socio-cultural system.
Okay. Thank you, Gomadi. Nice answer.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Asha, speak out.
Yes, sir.
As can you list what are the types of suicide?
No.
Is altruistic,
Ego,
egoistic.
egoistic,
Yes. Yes.
പിന്നെ altruistic suicide, anomic suicide, and fatalistic suicide.
Yes. Excellent answer, Asha. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Anybody having questions towards me?
Sir,
Can you ask any question toward regarding today's discussion? Ask me.
sir, optical performance.
Yes, excellent question. Yes. The optimal performance, not optical. Optimum means highest performance. When we have moderate level of stress, we can do best. Okay. So don't think about stress cause the diseases. Severe stress only cause the diseases. So we need stress for good performance. Okay. Thank you. Ask me excellent question. Thank you all students. Have a nice day. Enjoy the day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Asha.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So no. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank